ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to USA Nationals. Here we are at the Ellington Ice Sports Complex this time, where your Tampa Bay Moonshiners are looking to rebound after the loss to the Illinois High Schools today. And we have the Wacked Puckers, who are 1-0, who also have 3 points as well. So this is an opportunity for our boys to come out here and halt the process of the Wacked Puckers here. For the Wacked Puckers' sake, a regulation win over the Moonshiners would almost virtually have them in place to move on to the semifinals, but it'll also come with the same time something that is looking to be pressed upon very big talent here. But just to quickly go on for our Moonshiners, obviously after a slow start against the Ice Holes, everything was gelling together in the third period, just not enough for them to come back and do work. For the same time, and for that matter, everybody's looking to step up here normally at their opening loss. These Moonshiners have been known to win 2 straight and barely get in to the semifinals for the USA Nationals. Meanwhile, for the Wacked Puckers, on the other hand, an opening victory for them will give them all the momentum that they need, and they'll be looking to do more damage as well today, hopefully getting a regulation win. But at the same time, they also have some room for error as well, if need be. Well, on the lookout for the Moonshiners, again, you got the likes of Angelo Pontello, Scott McCants, and a few others. Excuse me, folks, for not being on target with it. But you also got Jim Thomas, who, from what we've heard in reports, may or may not be coming today, or he may be running late. But the likes of him as well, and Lou DeMeza. Expect these boys to lead the team as they look to get head on the move and look to rebound from a heartbreaking loss to the Ice Holes that resulted in no points and currently at the bottom of the bracket. And on that note, folks, it's pretty much our pregame report. I mean, there's nothing else more to say. But for this one, it is brought to you by Grandma's Cookies. And Grandma's Cookies, one of the official snacks of the Ice Sports Forum for these men here. So make sure you come get your pack, whenever you stop by the vending machine. But Grandma's Cookies is our official sponsor of today's game. When we return, we will have the face-off to you. Wacked Puckers, Tampa Bay Moonshiners should be an exciting one at the Ice Sports Forum, or at the Ellington Ice Sports Complex. And this is Moonshiner Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. Hey fans, don't forget that this game has been brought to you by Grandma's Cookies. Come to make sure you get your pack at the Ice Sports Forum in one of the vending machines. Grandma's Cookies is one of the most delicious snacks you'll ever have. It should be yours too whenever you get a chance. Coming in different flavors: oatmeal raisin, chocolate brownie, chocolate chip cookie, and sugar cookie. So make sure you pick up your Grandma Cookies today. About ready to begin face-off. It'll be Frank Curtin who will come in. From the looks of it, looks like he may be taking the face-off against Marshall Matthews. No correction, that'll be Longenecker that takes the face-off. And here we go, the game will begin. Wacked Puckers on the move quickly. Dave Miller trying to pass this one up front, but instead intercepted by Sharina. Back over to Miller. And now there's a scrum for the puck. Everyone trying to fight for it. This one's going to come back over to McCants. McCants is going to get this one cleared out all the way into the Wacked Pucker end, and it's Larry Landis who will signal for the icing call. So just like that, 19 seconds into the game, and the puck is already in the Moonshiner end, very deep, and an opportunity for the Wacked Puckers to get something on the board. It's Longenecker and Curtin again on the face-off. Puck is fired back in the Moonshiner end. It's Liebler who gets this puck moving up to Brewster, but instead it's going to be intercepted by Dave Woola. Puck coming back around again. Liebler trying to get the move on it. Dave Miller trying to get the puck alive for the Wacked Puckers, and this one's going to get around over to Frank Curtin, and Curtin's on the move through center ice, right into the Wacked Pucker zone. Curtin looking for the firing pass over to Brewster, could not get to him. Now gets back over to Brewster, looks to set up to McCants. Off the stick of McCants, this one gets bounced around again. Sharina fires a shot, deflected by Tim Cameron. And Cameron now working off of Frank Curtin. Larry Liebler struggling to control the puck with Longenecker and Miller on top. And here comes Dave Miller. He's going to skate to the puck. And And the Wacked Puckers are on the move the other end, but it's going to be a delayed offsides. This one's going to come back around to Serena. Gets the pass off to McCants. Looking for Pontello, intercepted. And that was Bill Strybos who was looking to try to make the play happen. Nope. Marshall Matthews in his own end. Looking for an option. He's got it over to Karen. Karen will take his time into the Moonshiner zone, and he's got a couple of options. This one back around. Fired from Strybos. Missed opportunity there. Looking to get off to Keith Muster for the finish, but just couldn't get the play set up. Up back around. Pass from Jim Becker to Angelo Pontello. He's got Tom Finley. Finley back over to Pontello. Couldn't get to the puck. And instead taking it away is Strybos. This one coming back around to Dominici. Gets the pass off to Becker. And Becker's going to get this one dumped into the Wacked Pucker end. From Matthews, Marshall Matthews can't get to the puck, and Pontello knocks him out. This one back around to Spartacino, trying to keep it in the Wacked Pucker end. They're looking for the opening opportunity. Still struggling to get this one out, and now it's off to Matthews. Matthews gets the pass out to Karen. From Karen, intended for Strybos, and this one's going to be intercepted by Jim Becker. Two defenders back, though, for the Wacked Puckers. Becker fires the shot, and it's a glove hand save by Larry Landis. And on that note, that's when Jim Thomas finally enters the ice for your Moonshiners. And now face-off will take place deep in the Wacked Pucker end, and an opportunity for the Moonshiners to get some points on the board early. Face-off will be taken. It's Curtin who took it. Serena over to DeMezza, firing the shot, knocked away by Davidson. This one comes back around the other way. Serena trying to get a hold on the puck. And then Davidson will knock it loose from Serena, and Davidson has a big chance. This one's going to come back around from the Moonshiners. Liebler trying to make a hold on the puck, and this one's going to come around, intended for Curtin. Now it's back over. Fired puck from Jack Diamond. It's over to DeMezza. It's got Ricci and Curtin to work with. DeMezza fires the shot, kicked away from Landis. DeMezza shoots it in, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Moonshiners. Lou DeMezza on a second-hand shot, rebound off of Landis, and DeMezza shoots it right back in, and it bounces over Landis past. This is the red line, and the Moonshiners have a 1-0 lead with 12:09 to go in the opening period, and that's the firing start the Moonshiners needed to get themselves on the board. Going to come back around over to Lola. Lola's got Davidson. Davidson looking over the middle, and he finds his man. This one's going to come back around over to Jim Becker. Becker with a big opportunity, fires a shot against Chewy. This is going to come around the other way. Fighting off from Davidson, and it's Dominici. Shot fired the other way. Puck bouncing around. Doug Rothfuss looking to tie things up for the Wacked Puckers. Now this one back around to Becker. Becker to Davidson, firing the shot. Chewy knocks it away. Spartacino and Diamond fight for the puck. Diamond looking for the setup, and instead it's going to be taken away by Spartacino. He'll fire the shot, finds McCants. And now taking it is Frank Curtin, and he's got Mike Brewster to work with. Brewster looking for the pass back to Curtin. And the Wacked Puckers scrumming around the net at this point, looking to try to hold off any opportunity. Firing shot again, and it's another goal! This time by Frank Curtin, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Moonshiners. And I gotta say right now, the Wacked Puckers are doing everything they can, but it appears as if the puck is now bouncing the way they hope. And that has backfired on them twice early in this game. And suddenly these Moonshiners have a lot of confidence with this 2-0 lead. Angelo Pontello took the face-off against Longenecker. Now it's Becker and Cilia fighting for the puck. This one's gonna come back around over to Cameron. Cameron back over to Cilia. Now shot taken again. Angelo Pontello almost had an opportunity to slide through. Pontello looking to finish, and this one's going to be slid backwards. And a big opportunity to make this a 3-0 lead. And again, this puck is not bouncing well for the Wacked Puckers at the moment. Serena off the boards looking for Finley. Now it's taken by Serena, and he's on the move. He's got Pontello. No, it's going to be off to Jim Becker into the Wacked Pucker zone. Becker looking to fire the shot, knocked away by Landis. This one's going to come back around over to Liebler. Liebler looking for an open opportunity, working through 3 Wacked Puckers, and here comes a penalty early on. And things go from bad to worse here for the Wacked Puckers early on in the first period, and it looks like Mike Longenecker is going to be headed to the hot box. only not exactly coming to mind, I guess unnecessary roughness, if you will, for 2 minutes. But a power play opportunity here for the Moonshiners, and they're looking to get on board. It'll be Tim Cameron and Jim Thomas on the face-off. Cameron trying to box out Thomas from an opportunity to get to the puck. And he is successful as this one is going to come back around to Marshall Matthews. As we stop by Dominici, gets the pass back over intended for Thomas. This one's going to come to Ricci. No, intercepted in front by Matthews. Thomas in the deep slot looks to set up, and instead it gets out to Tim Cameron. He's going to get this one cleared out. Mezzo looking for some options. Gets around Dave Miller. That's going to get up to Spartacino. Moonshiners on the move. Spartacino with the shot. And it's going to be saved by Landis. 1:21 left in Longenecker's penalty. 2-0 lead for the Moonshiners. And Landis and the Wacked Puckers right now still trying to figure out what they need to do to get the Jets moving. Fired from Demez. It's going to be a firing shot to Liebler. Now to McCann's firing the shot. Bounces across Landis, and he's able to make the save. And forward momentum for is the call from the referees, and they will relocate face-off towards the blue line. Lucky break for the Wacked Puckers, as this will give them the breathing room that they need. From Tim Cameron, intercepted now by Liebler. Liebler skates back, continuing to skate back. Carone on top. Puck now to Sharina, and he's on the move into the Wacked Pucker zone. Sharina looking for the pass out to Curtin. From Curtin back over to Brewster. Brewster on the move, and Karen strips it loose. But Brewster's going to get back to the puck. Now it's over to Brewster and picking up the puck. Bill Strybos. And this one's down to McCann. Can't fire it correctly now from Cameron. Looking for Strybos. Just out of his reach, and it's taken it back by Liebler. Karen trying to strip the puck loose, and it's going to get back over towards the defenders for the Wacked Puckers. This one now in the Moonshiner end. It's Chewy who gets it off to Liebler. Lots of room to work with. Liebler finds the pass out to Curtin. Quickly getting into the Wacked Pucker zone, has an opportunity. Looks to pass it back over to McCann. Just misses to the right on Landis. Curtin looking for the open shot. Looks to set back around over to Liebler. Fires the shot. And it is a goal. Larry Liebler gets the shot just out in time. Landis couldn't control it, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Moonshiners with 8:29. Are you kidding me? This Moonshiner offense that struggled to put points up against the Illinois Ice Holes in Thursday's matchup suddenly finds it way too easy for the Wacked Puckers. And just with 1 second remaining on Longenecker's power play, that will be considered a power play goal. But right now for the Wacked Puckers, they're still trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Dominici gets this one cleared out. Deflected off a man, this one's out to Matthews. Sets up to Davidson, stripped loose by Dominici. At least he gets a piece on the puck, and this one's going to come back around. Jack Diamond gets to the puck first. He's looking for a man to set up to. Looking for Finley. Dominici knocks his Diamond off the puck. Dominici sets up to Finley. And Finley was going to get this one cleared out. Rob is skating for the puck, working off of Montello. Puck intercepted by Jim Becker. Look out. And this one's going to come all the way back to Spartacino instead. Finds an open Dominici, gets the pass out to Pontello. He's going to dump this one in the Wacked Pucker end. This one's sliding around over to Becker. Becker looking for Pontello, working off of Davidson. Pontello just a little bit out of his reach. And Matthews will find the pass over to Diamond, looking to set up back over to Becker, but he's got Davidson to work with. He's got Davidson at the Moonshiner end. Firing shot, Jim Becker double covered by Moonshiners. This one taken away by Becker, looking to get this one cleared out, but instead it's going to be stopped over by Lola. Lola looking for options quickly. He's going to get this one around Finley. He's going to find Becker again. And Becker's pass is going to slide all the way back over to Spartacino, looking for the open shot, and this one's going to get cleared out. Stopped by Ricci. Ricci's going to get this pass out to Jim Thomas into the Wacked Pucker zone, working off of Lola. And Jim Thomas trying to get around Lola. Now it's back over to Jim Becker. Stripped loose by Ricci. Big opportunity here. Look out. From Jack Diamond, intercepted by Thomas. Now back over to Sharina, still keeping the play alive. From Jim Thomas, now back over again. Sharina working off of Jim Thomas. And here comes a penalty on that last second. Carl Cilia is going to get nailed. And it looks like a slashing call per se. We did catch Carl Cilia getting a stick on Jim Thomas's back. Yep, and they're going to be calling it a slashing call on Carl Cilia, and the Wacked Puckers could not afford to have another man in the box and to play a man down. But right now you can tell these Moonshiners have the Wacked Puckers in almost every aspect. They have them mentally, physically, and even right now they're outplaying them. But for these Wacked Puckers right now, they need to really focus on trying to just calming themselves down and figuring out how to get this puck moved on. Otherwise, this game's going to be over before they know it. Dave Miller forced to keep play behind the blue line as Lancaster was just across the blue line for all that time. Miller slips and falls, and here comes a saving grace opportunity here for the Wacked Puckers. Referee finds a tripping call within, it looks like Sharina perhaps. Let's take a closer look. It's going to be, the official thing is going to be a tripping call on Larry Liebler. So actually it's going to be a power play on for the Wacked Puckers. I thought initially the slashing on Carl Cilia might have ended all things for them, but no, they still have all their men in. From Lola trying to get the pass out. Fired from Schmalhofer. From Lola back to Schmalhofer with the shot, but it's taken by Dominici, firing it out, intercepted by Lancaster. Keeps the drive alive for the Wacked Puckers. Now from Dave Miller, looking for Schmalhofer just out of his reach, and now it's out to Dominici. Gets the pass deflected off at the Meza. And this one's going to head all the way back into the Wacked Pucker end. That'll give the Moonshiners an opportunity to change their line. Tim Cameron will take the puck up slowly. Finds an open Rothfuss. Correction, Bill Strybos. Now from pass made by Keith Musser, looking to try to keep the play alive, but it's going to be an offsides. So it'll be Bill Strybos with the face-off against Scott McCants. Puck taken by Rothfuss. Puck fired high. This one out from McCants, working around two Wacked Puckers. Now it's out to Musser. Musser's pass, got it over to Strybos. Looking to set up. McCants trying to get this one cleared out, and it gets out of the reach, and this one's bounced around the other way, and this is out to Matthews. Matthews pass out to Strybos. Taken by Sharina. Off the boards. Now back over to Matthews. Sends the pass up the other way. This one's going to slide back over to Sharina. And Chewy will get this one knocked around the other way. Bouncing puck through, and it's out to McCants, trying to get this one cleared out. Looked like he took a backward shot at the moment. Brewster trying to get to the puck, but Karen beats him out. Puck now back over to Matthews. Sets up to Musser, now back over to Strybos. Takes the shot. It gets deflected. Strybos now finds Caron in the deep slot. Karen still trying to get this puck moving off the two Moonshiners. This one out to Strybos, looking for the setup over to Rothfuss. No play there. Now Karen still trying to keep the play alive, and it's going to be taken by McCants. Going to fire the shot, and it gets fired backwards again, and it's another defensive stop for the Moonshiners as they get their first line back out. Tim Cameron now looks for Keith Musser quickly, as we are now officially back to full strength. Dominici gets it out to Pontello. Lost the puck, and here comes Jack Diamond on the move. Now back over to Davidson, looking back over to Diamond, just out of his reach. Looking to set up again. Chewy with the puck. Now Sharina's looking to get this one cleared out. Tim Cameron makes the stop. Fires the pass over to Davidson, fires the shot. This one deflected by Sharina. And here comes the Meza. He will get this one cleared out. And Lola will skate around with the puck, trying to regroup for the Wacked Puckers, and it gets out to Davidson back in the Moonshiner end. And with that, the Moonshiners will make a few substitutions. Dominici's pass got it over to Liebler, now sets up over to Finley. Finley's pass looking for an open Angelo Pontello on the right side. Look out! He's in the Wacked Pucker zone, still trying to control the puck. Working around Tim Cameron in the deep slot. Looking to set it back around the other way over to Liebler, firing shot. This one goes over the head and out of the ring, technically speaking. 3 2:25 in the opening period. Right now, Moonshiners having everything go their way at the moment. But of course, there is still a lot of time left in this game for the Wacked Puckers to come back. So Jim Thomas will come in as the 5th man for the Moonshiners. He will take the face-off against Gary Davidson. Davidson's pass around to Jim Becker. Jim Becker's going to fire it back over to Cilia, back to Becker. Looking for Davidson. Now gets it off to Diamond. Diamond back over to Davidson, into the Moonshiner zone. Davidson working off of Larry Lieber, fires a shot, is deflected. Jim Thomas gets his puck flipped high, back over to Cilia. Man advantage, maybe an offsides. With that, the Moonshiners will make another substitution. Angelo Pontello checking in for Jim Thomas. Matthews over to Cilia. Plug back over to Becker, and he will get this one dumped out. And Landis will try to signal for the icing call. He'll get it. So now Wacked Puckers back deep in the Moonshiner zone, have an opportunity to score here, but meanwhile, these Moonshiners are doing everything they can right now to stay afloat. Perhaps maybe score a couple of more goals, especially after a loss to the Illinois Ice Holes, which puts them behind for an opportunity to get back into the semis. Pontello and Longenecker on the faceoff, looking to get this one around to Jim Becker. This one now out to Liebler. Gets this one out the other way. Dangerous pass as Tim Cameron had an aggression. Smallhoffer had an opportunity to hang on to the puck and maybe make a play out of it. Becker working off of Cilia. This one now around to Pontello. He will skate. Cilia's got to make a move quick. Pontello on top of him. Now back over to Dave Miller. Miller struggling to get the puck off to a teammate. This one's going to come back around, trying to get the pass off just out of his reach, and it's Kareem now with the puck back over to Liebler, back to Becker. Becker's trying to get the pass alive to Pontello, instead intercepted by Cilia, and he's on the move. Working around, looking for Smallhoffer. Now finds an open. Dave Miller has a big opportunity here, 2-on-1 with Longenecker. Will fire the shot, and it's a save by Chewy. And can you believe, folks, with 2:07 to go, that's just the second official shot made by the Wacked Puckers at this moment. Right now, you got to be thinking like there's something that must have went on between the Ice Hole game and this game, where there was just a serious talk from team captain and manager Scott McCants, which I was able to speak to earlier in the game, and he simply just put it where they need to just figure out a way to play a little bit better defense, and that their defense was slacking a lot, and now it's doing everything they can to come back, because they've used their mulligan in the first game, and now it's just trying to take as many shots possible and trying to get as many goals differentials as they can to make it a big goal differential to help them out with the tiebreakers. So with that icing call, faceoff will take place once again deep in the Moonshiner zone. It'll be Frank Curtin and Bill Strybos on the faceoff. Puck quickly out to Musser, but Demez is going to get this one off the boards, and he's going to look to get this one cleared out. Jim Thomas trying to beat out Cameron for the puck. Cannot. Tim Cameron gets back in the nick of time. Shot's going to be fired around to Musser. Musser looks for Strybos, finds Karen. Karen gets the pass back over to Strybos. Deflected by Ricci. This one's going to come around to Liebler. Here comes Lightning Lou. Demeza gets around Rothfuss. Looking for the setup to John Thomas. Just can't get the pass off. Musser looking around for Strybos again. Finds Karen. Working off of Ricci. This one now back out to Sharina. Shoots it right into Keith Musser. Big opportunity here. Strybos with the shot just left of the net. Puck back over to Curtin. This one now around to Ricci, and this one's going to slide all the way back. Landis signals for the icing call. Face off once again deep in the Moonshiner zone. So Gary Davidson will take the face-off against Curtin once more. Defenders back, Tim Cameron and Carl Cilia. Firing shot from Jack Diamond. Jim Becker looking for the finish. This one gets knocked around. This one out to Curtin. Looking to make a move around two players, and he gets tripped over. But Landis makes the save. No call by the referee. Frank Curtin was trying to get through two players. Almost got sandwiched in between, and I guess a good defensive effort there. Could have gone either way, the controversial call, but 44.5 seconds left in the opening period. And the Moonshiners looking to maybe score one more goal. Scrum around the net. Big opportunity here for Curtin firing the shot. This one deflected by Landis. Brewster skating around the other way. And Davidson gets to the puck, working off of McCants. Puck bouncing back the other way from Cameron. Still trying to get the puck out. Gets this one off the boards, now back out to Sherino. 10 seconds to go. Bounces around this one out to Brewster. Sets up to Curtin. One last shot opportunity. Fires it, deflected high by Landis. Davidson bats it down. And this one's going to slide over to Liebler. Not enough time to take the shot. And we head into first intermission just like that. 3-0 Tampa Bay Moonshiners lead over the Wacked Puckers at the moment. But a big game right now. 10 shots on goal for the Moonshiners in this first period. A whole lot better than their last game. And of course for the Wacked Puckers, they had some offense going in the very beginning minutes of this period, but ever since then they pretty much plateaued at this point. And right now, from a team that has won their opening game, they seriously need to wake up here. They have another 30 more minutes on the board left to be played, so it's going to take everything they can to try to get a hold of these Moonshiners that have just about every control in their arsenal. 3-0 Moonshiners at first intermission. Don't go away, we'll be right back. This is Moonshiner Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. We'll go back here first for Bob to begin the second period, and it'll be Tom Finley that will take the face-off against Lancaster this time. And of course, Finley has had a very strong statistics, winning 80% of the face-offs every time he's been on there in the past year. This one comes back around to Lancaster in the deep slot, looking to set up quickly, looking to set out around to Cameron, fires a shot, deflected by Chewy. This one coming around to Dave Miller, and the defense holds their ground again. Spartacino. Deflected shot off the Lancaster. Pontello gets this one off the boards and cleared out. Landis looking to signal for the icing call. He'll get it. Pontello and Lancaster this time on the face-off. This puck gets around now, back over to Dave Miller, taking an initial shot, shoots it right on Dominici's stick. Now back over to Miller, taking it away is Tom Finley. This puck now out to Finley again, working off the Lancaster, and he will pass this one back out to Spartacino. Shoots it right into Cameron, big opportunity there lost. Correction, that was Schmelhofer. Matthews with the puck. Sets it back around to Lancaster. No one there, and it's Becker and the Moonshiners on the move again. Becker's got Angelo Pontello to work with. Jim Becker with the puck. Will fire the shot himself. Kicked out by Landis. This one comes back around to Cilia. And this puck will slide all the way back. Skating for it quickly is Lola. Lola in the Moonshiner zone is 2-on-1. He'll fire the shot himself. Deflected by Chewy once more. Lola comes back around to Karen. Karen with the shot. Kicked away by Chewy again. Looking for their third rebound opportunity. And taking the puck away is Jim Becker. Working back around to Karen now off to Spartacino. Off the boards, this is Jim Becker. Working for Angelo Pontello, and now they're on the move. Pontello on the outside shot. We'll backhand this one over to Landis. We'll take the shot. Pontello almost had an opportunity to knock it out of Landis' hand, but Landis had a strong grip on that one. And for good measures as well. 13:29 to go in the second. And the Moonshiners have another opportunity now to extend their lead. Jim Thomas and Rothfuss on the face-off. Firing a shot through, just misses Landis. Ricci trying to get to the puck, trying to outbeat Karen, but cannot. Karen with a lot of time, and this puck goes back over to Brewster, now back out to DeMezza. From Rothfuss now out to Karen. Karen fires a shot deflected off of Sherina. Looking for a second rebound opportunity. This one now out to Liebler, now to Ricci. Deflected by Musser, but the Moonshiners keep play alive. This one out to DeMezza. Trying to get the shot out. This one out from Lola, now out to Karen. Trying to look for an open keep. Musser couldn't control the puck and is back in Moonshiner possession. This is Jim Thomas, has a lot of room to work with. Into the Wacked pucker zone, stripped loose by Strybos. Roth is trying to get this one out. Musser coming back now to Karen. And Strybos slips and falls. That could have been a big opportunity that the Wacked puckers needed. And of course, that definitely doesn't help the Wacked puckers' opportunity. Bill Strybos, again, big opportunity to get the puck and perhaps maybe he score a breakaway opportunity, but that slip and fall will turn into an icing call, and once again, faceoff takes place deep in the Wacked pucker zone. And Gary Davidson will be the one taking the faceoff against Frank Curtin. Dominici and Spartacino back as defenders. Jim Becker now working off of Scott McCants. This one passed back over to Cilio. Curtin trying to get a piece of it just past him now. This one now back over to Dominici. Gets the pass around Diamond, but Davidson gets a piece of the puck trying to move it in the Wacked pucker direction. Frank Curtin on the move working around Davidson. Curtin around the other way, working off of Davidson. This one now back around, looking for Curtin. Poke checks it out of Becker's possession. Here comes Spartacino, will fire the shot, deflected off of Cilio. Back around over to Spartacino again. Stripped loose by Davidson, and the Wacked puckers are on the move the other way, looking for Diamond's. Got Diamond now back over to Becker. Into the Moonshiner zone. Becker looking for Diamond again. Looks like he can take the shot himself. Gets stripped loose. Puck slides around, now working off of Becker. We're going to set up over to Diamond, looking for the opportunity here. Jack Diamond with the shot. This one goes right, intended for Davidson to try to finish. This one's sliding high. And suddenly the defensive effort for the Moonshiners is plateauing as the Wacked puckers are sending in the kitchen sink. And Shuey's going to fall down on the puck with a save. To take the face-off against Longenecker again. Shot taking, this was going to fire around over to Becker. Jim Becker gets a nice pass out to Angelo Pontello. He's got Finley to work with. Slides it around to Finley. Finley looking for the setup. He'll take the shot himself. Pontello comes through and he finishes! 4-0 Moonshiner lead with the likes of Tom Finley and Angelo Pontello doing work. Finley took the initial shot, bounces off of Landis, and Pontello came in to clean up the garbage. And with 11:10 to go, the Moonshiners again adding to their lead, looking to do everything they can to make up from yesterday's loss against the Ice Holes. And that is, I believe, Pontello's third goal of the tournament. Tom Finley, his second assist. Finley looking to set up to Pontello. Here he comes again, Angelo Pontello on the left side. Makes a move around on another player. Here goes Becker looking to finish, and it's in! 5-0 Moonshiner lead, and that is Pontello's 5th assist on the tournament. And he's making the plays happen within that 30-second span period. This has been an unbelievable surge these Moonshiners have had, working extra harder than usual at the moment, and they're trying to make a big statement here in this tournament. And with that, the Wacked puckers will use their timeout. Now they really need to start getting things together. Right now for them, especially after winning their opener, a 5-0 deficit right now against the Moonshiners. Now they really need to start rethinking strategy and figuring out what they need to do to stop these guys. 11:02 to go in the second period. Your Moonshiners lead 5-0 on the Pontello Broadcasting Network.
Hello? Hey, who? What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Watching the game, having a bud. True. What's up? Yo, where's Dookie? Yo, Dookie! Yo. What's that? What's that? Yeah, right.
Welcome back here, folks. Jim Thomas will take the face-off against Longenecker. 11:02 to go in the second period. It's a 5-0 Moonshiner lead. Who would have thought the Moonshiners would have had this big of a lead in a while? And Lola will get the pass from Longenecker out over to Schmalhofer. Will flip this one high. Chewy will knock this one out. Dave Miller will get to the puck. Looking for Schmalhofer in the deep slot. Bounce off at Chewy. Dave Miller firing the shot quickly. Chewy looking to get the save, and he does. Dave Miller with the second hand effort trying to break the shutout here, and Chewy holds his ground. So Bill Strybos now to take the face-off against Jim Thomas. I believe it's Jim Thomas. Karen checks in at right wing. Dominici off the boards. This one now out to Jim Thomas. Gets the flip pass out intended for Demeza. Gets around Cameron. Here comes Lightning Lou. Big opportunity. Breakaway here. Looking to finish. We'll slide it back. No one there. And Strybos will take this one away. Oh, unbelievable. Their plays are just happening right now. Had there been someone there to finish for Demeza, that would have been even a more huge lead. Shot fired almost to Musser, who looked like he had an opportunity to finish. Now Demeza gets this one out, and it's Cameron skating back for the puck. This one off the boards. Out to Strybos, now back over to Karen. And it's going to be an offsides call. Face-off will take place by the Moonshiner blue line. Strybos and Curtin on the face-off. Curtin trying to get to it first. Backfires on Matthews. Cilia will get it cleared out though. Weaver's pass now out to Sharina. We'll flip this one high. Gets this one pass. And this one's going to go back for the icing call. Ragpuckers with another opportunity to get this one, or looking to break the shutout here with 9:42 to go in the second. Sharina get this one around looking for Scott McCants, but instead goes past him out to Cilia. And now picking up the pace is Frank Curtin. Curtin trying to flip this one out to McCants. Cilia still trying to hold his ground, and he finally pays off. And here comes Strybos the other way into the Moonshiner zone. Karen catching up. Sliding pass over to Karen, looking to control the puck. Could not, and Brewster knocks it out. Brewster keeps this one alive for Frank Curtin. Has a lot of room on the left side. Makes a nice move around Cilia, but Mustard comes through and strips it loose. Liebler trying to get this one back out to Serena. Puck flips around the other way, and that's now Cilia trying to get this one around McCants, but it bounces off a Curtin. And here comes Cilia with the puck, and he's got Karen. Wide open Pierre Karen working one-on-one with Matt Sharina. This one passes back around over to Strybos, looking to set up here. Sliding shot, and Chewy slides through and knocks the puck away, and he makes the save. And suddenly we're all of a sudden seeing the Moonshiners defense starting to put themselves on cruise control, which I don't think is probably the wisest idea here with 8:49 to go. Because we've seen a whole lot crazier things happen in this tournament. So it'll be Gary Davidson and Angelo Pontello going at it at the face-off. This one firing back over to Spartacino. Referee halts play. Shot fired back from Chewy. This one now from Spartacino gets out to Finley. This one deflected around the other way now to Dominici to a wide open Jim Becker, and Jim Becker skating back. Jim Becker and Jim Becker on it. Fires a shot as Jim Becker and gets knocked away by Landis. Lola making a move around Finley. This one comes backfires at Dominici now over to Finley. Finley will fire the shot, and it's a glove hand save by Landis. He will feed this one out to Dave Lola. Lola finds Diamond. Backfires the other way from Diamond. Now it's out to Finley. Finley gets this one dumped out. That'll be for an icing call. gets around Becker. Davidson trying to keep the puck alive for the Wacked Puckers, but instead this backfires on Jim Thomas. Now guys, opportunities. Here comes Ricci looking to set up. Trying to fire to Lightning Lou, missed opportunity. This one now come back around over to Rockfist. Looking for Jack Diamond, intercepted by Thomas. Gets off the stick of Dave Lola. Stripped loose by Demeza, now it's a skate race to the puck, but Lola keeps the puck play alive. Passes around an open Davidson. Davidson off the boards looking for Jim Becker, working off of Sharina. Will outskate Sharina for the puck. Here comes Becker in the deep slot, looking for the setup. We'll slide it around. Sharina is in position. And now Demeza looks to skate around, finds Brewster. Looking to clear this one out. Here comes back over to Davidson. Davidson looking for opportunities. We'll slide this one, gets a nice pass out over to Schmalhofer. From Schmalhofer back over to Cameron. Cameron looking for another open opportunity, looking for options. Looking for Schmalhofer just out of his reach now, back over to Longenecker. Longenecker's pass back out to Shilia, working off of Jim Thomas. Back out to Longenecker. Working off of Jim Thomas, and Schmalhofer will get the pass cleared out over to Dave Miller. Working off of McCants. Miller's still alive with the puck. Looking to get out to Longenecker in the deep slot. Puck will be taken away. Schmalhofer trying to get this one out to Cilia. This one gets knocked back to Cameron. Shot fired over to Longenecker. Taken away by Sharina. And this one we bounce off the boards, and it's another icing call. So all that work to try to get the puck out, and once again, face-off will take place deep in the Moonshiner zone. And we want to take the time right now to let our viewers know again that this game has been brought to you by Grandma's Cookies. Grandma's Cookies, best cookies out there in the nation. You can find them just about anywhere, in a gas station, vending machine, etc., etc. But Grandma's Cookies is the official snack of the Tampa Bay Moonshiners. Dave Miller in the deep spot looking to set up here. Gets it off the stick of Frank Curtin. Now back over to Marshall Matthews looking to set up. And Scott McCants will tamper with the puck. But now out to Spartacino. Kicked away by Longenecker. Big opportunity here. And he can set up to Dave Miller, and the shot goes high. Curtin trying to get it around Matthews. He does, and here comes Frank Curtin. Finds Finley. An open top Finley trying to skate to the puck. And working against Schmalhofer. This one comes around. Dominici looking to set up to Curtin. Curtin looking for the setup here, back over to Matthews. Deflected off of Finley, falls on the puck. Trying to get this one kicked out. Still trying to get this one cleared out. McCants fires it back over to Dominici, just off his stick, and he's going to have to skate quickly before Longenecker gets on top. From Dominici, gets it out to Curtin. And that will halt play. Moonshiners will get a lineup change, as do the Wacked Puckers with 5:17 to go. Pontello sharply knocks the faceoff out towards Cameron. Intercepted by Becker, looks to get it out to Pontello. From Ricci back over to Angelo Pontello. Cameron coming from behind. Pontello looking to slide out the other way, no one there, now it's out to Karen. Karen looking to get this one cleared out. So back over to Liebler looking for Sharina. Instead, wrong pass, now it's out to Strybos. Strybos will keep things going. Deflected off of Sharina, now back over to Ricci. Jim Becker looking for a pass out to Angelo Pontello's got him over Dave Lolo. And Cameron will clear the puck into the Moonshiner bench. And faceoff will reconvene deep by the blue line for the Wacked Puckers. Puck coming around from Lola. This one now from Strybos finds Karen into the Moonshiner zone. Karen looking for the setup. No one there. Now it's back over to Ricci. The boards looking for Angelo Pontello, just out of Pontello's reach, over to Lolo, now back over to the Tim Cameron. Keith Muster's pass out to Karen. Finds Strybos. And suddenly Strybos is trying to weave his way through the Moonshiners, now working off of Liebler. double covered by 2 Wacked puckers. That is Keith Mustard and Bill Strybos. Still trying to find the puck. This one comes out to Jim Becker. Looking to get this one cleared out. This one back around to Pontello. And he'll get this one off the boards looking for Ricci. Ricci looking for the setup out to Becker. This one now out to Jim Becker looking to take the shot, looking to finish through. And it looks like it's a blindsided shot that was taking. And there must be some kind of interference call that just came on, because I've never seen a player flip that high before, and that looks like it's Lou DeMeza that got knocked out there by, I believe, maybe one of the Wacked puckers players, but then everything happened so fast. DeMeza's slow to get up. He's on his knees now, so it looks like it's nothing too serious, at least that we know from the broadcast booth. Question now is, was it intentional or unintentional? Like nobody's going to get penalized for it, but just again a very graceful move on the referee's part not to try to kick anybody out after what just happened. Dominici clears this one out. It's Carl Cilia who gets the puck now, gets this one off the boards looking for Rothfuss, but instead it's now over to Jack Diamond. Will lead the way for the Wacked puckers into the Moonshiners' zone. Coming back around is Davidson. Looking to fire the shot. This one comes back around again. Rothfuss with the shot fired. This one backfires. Silly on the second bounce shot. Chewy looking to try to make the stop. And Curtin will take this one away. Curtin's pass backfires. This one now over to Matthew. Sets up the diamond. Now it's over to Dominici off the boards. In a situation like that, you would be looking to try to get this one cleared out rather than just play it in your own zone. Cilia working off the Spartacino. Now back over to DeMeza. Looking for the setup. Looking for Curtin instead. Stripped away by Davidson. And this one hits the net, and that will halt play. Face-off. This one now out to Larry Liebler. Keeps it in the Wacked pucker zone. Puck now out to Jim Becker. Looking for the open pass out to Longenecker. Tips it through, and here comes Schmalhofer. Wide open shot. This one's shot and deflected off by Chewy. But the Moonshiners just let Schmalhofer go, and all alone. Now comes Pontello. 3 Wacked puckers closing in on him. Now for McCants. Working off of Dave Lola. And McCann strips it loose from Lola's possession. And now the pass is out to Dave Miller. Finds Schmalhofer once more. Looking to take the shot, but Sharina came in on top. And Sharina will kick this one out. Looking for Brewster to clear this one out, but now stopped by Jim Becker. Becker fires the shot. Chewy kicks this one out. This one knocked away. Here comes Longenecker, and the Wacked puckers looking to rebound. This one out back over to Lola taking the shot, and now it's out to Dave Miller. And it's now Schmalhofer in the deep slot looking for the setup here. Now we're out to Dave Miller. No one there. This is going to slide back one more. Schmalhofer still with the puck. And the Moonshiners just have to get this one out of here as soon as possible. Pontello off the boards looking to get this one cleared out. He finally will. And it's going to be for an icing call. Better safe than sorry is the Moonshiner policy at that time with 1:38 to go in the second. Until we have the Zamboni that comes out that will clear the ice. But within the last 8 minutes, the Moonshiners have had 80% of their shot opportunities that have come off within the last 8 minutes of the second period. which is, again, you know, that's been a somewhat of an improvement turnaround for these Wacked Puckers, but at the same time, too, they need to start scoring on their opportunities, and they're not getting their chances off. Curtin looking to set up around a reach. He just can't get the finish out. Cameron knocking Ricci off the puck. This one now comes back around over the Rothfuss. Now finds Karen. Karen's got Musser to work with. Musser trying to set up the pick. Karen fires the shot. And once again, play will take place deep in the Moonshiners' zone. Triple coverage. Here comes Karen looking for the open opportunity. Will fire the shot. This will kicked off by Chewy. This was sliding around again. And these Moonshiners once again looking very lax on defense. And the Wacked Puckers doing everything they can to keep play alive. From Karen intercepted now by Becker. 3 Moonshiners. Back over to Ricci, sets up the Curtin. Back over to Ricci again. Looking to set up the other way for Becker. This one goes nowhere. And Cilio will get this one knocked out. Roth is trying to get this one cleared out. It's a skate race between Musser and Dominici. Dominici gets to the puck first. Dominici looking to get this one cleared out. Deflected off of Karen, and here comes Curtin. That's got Jim Thomas. Sets up to Jim Thomas. Will backhand this one over to Liebler. Second shot goes high. Strybos working in there. Puck slides around, gets out to Musser. And Musser will go ahead and get the pass out to Karen. It's 2-on-1. Only Liebler back. Karen looking to make the move around, fires a shot, and Karen and the Wacked Puckers finally get on the board with 10 seconds to go. There will be no shutout for the Moonshiners here, and this is what happens when the Moonshiners lax on their defense again. But it was bound to happen, but after 13 shots, the Wacked Puckers finally get on the board in today's game. And with 10.4 seconds to go, just a little motivation for them to head into the locker room. But maybe something for the Moonshiners to talk about. Marcelo and Davidson on the faceoff. This one bounces high. This one goes over to Demeza looking to try to score maybe one more goal, working off of Jim Becker. He'll slide into the boards. And Demeza once again is down. And Demeza suddenly is not moving. Demeza trying to tussle with the puck for Jim Becker. Skated literally right into the boards. Jim Becker got the puck and he was trying to take off and left Demeza sliding into the boards. Demeza slow to get up. He's going to have some assistance getting up. And judging by the way he's skating, it doesn't look like it's too much of a good thing. But at least now on the bright side, you know, the Moonshiners now have an opportunity to get into the locker room, talk things over, see how they can try to wrap up this game. Because that goal is definitely critical for the Wacked Puckers to try to get some motivation going for them and some momentum heading into the locker room. But also on the flip side, you have the Moonshiners that are looking to try to get a big goal differential in this game as much as possible for any potential tiebreaker opportunity when it comes down to the semifinals and determining who are going to be the 4 teams from this 12-man tier team going to be moving on. But 2 periods in the books, 15 minutes left to go, and right now the Moonshiners have a comfortable 5-1 lead. But then, of course, with 15 minutes left to go, it's not necessarily a guaranteed 3 points. So they're going to be doing everything they can to try to keep play alive. As the Zamboni comes out, we will take a break ourselves here. Moonshiners lead 5-1 over Wacked Puckers. This is USA Nationals Moonshiner Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the full start of the 3rd period. This one's going to come out over to Dave Lola. Lola's pass now set for Jack Diamond. This one goes out of reach. This one now out to Sharino. Off the boards. Gets around to Lola. Out to Jim Thomas looking for the setup over the reach. He fires the shot and it's saved by Landis. And it looks like Tom Finley and Angelo Pontello had a little bit of delay in the locker room as well. Moonshiners looking to capitalize here. They're looking to try to put some more points up if possible. And Frank Curtin will take the face up against Davidson. This one coming back around to Lola, intended for you-know-who. And this one comes back over to Dominici, setting it up to McCants. McCants getting it around Rothfuss. Now back over to Lola, working around Curtin. Lola trying to keep the play alive, and it gets past Jack Diamond. This one coming over to Chewy. Feeds it out to Dominici. Deflected off of Diamond. He's going to set up over to Davidson. Missed opportunity. Pete Dominici passing it literally right onto the stick of the Wacked Puckers. Not exactly sure why you would want to do that. And Brewster gets over the line too much, along with another player, and it's an offsides call. For the Wacked Puckers at this point, this might be something where they're going to need to do everything they can to buckle down here, because with 13:52 again, 4 goals is very feasible with 13 minutes and 52 seconds to go. So for the Moonshiners, they just need to continue to play defense and hold on to the puck as much as possible. Or maybe score some more goals. Either way. Poncello working off a Longenecker. Gets it out to Finley. Poncello trying to skate to the puck. And Shilia will get this one cleared out. From Dave Miller, this is going to come out to Longenecker. Now back from Poncello, this one's going to come around to Shilia again. Shilia into the Moonshiner zone. Sets around over to Matthews. Matthews now looking for Schmalhofer. And Schmalhofer trips over his own player. Now that's something we haven't seen in a long time before. And now comes Poncello back the other way. And he gets deflected by Matthews. Sets it back over to Schmalhofer. Looking to get around Demezza. And Schmalhofer still comes up with the puck. Puck comes back around over to Miller. Cilia trying to knock this one out. This one comes back over to Cilia. This one out to Matthews. Puck over to Schmalhofer, getting it set up to Longenecker and taking it away now with Sharina. Deflected by Lola, and this one comes back over to Cameron. The pressure Schmalhofer. Jim Thomas will step up in front and take this one. Has an opportunity here. Wacked Pucker sliding at players at this point. Jim Becker comes back out to Sharina. Deflected high by Miller. Back over to Schmalhofer. Ricci looking for the setup here. Looking for the one-timer shot that Demezza can't complete it. And now it's back over to Jim Becker for the Wacked Puckers. Becker getting triple teamed by Moonshiner players. Becker still alive with the puck, and this one comes around to Liebler. Now back over to Keith Musser. Looking for the big opportunity now. It's a Strybos, and this one gets knocked away by Sharina. Now Ricci with the puck. He's got Jim Thomas to work with. Looking to set up to Thomas. Bounces off of Landis. Puck out to Lola. Looking for the pass out to Dominici. He will come in. This one deep in the Wacked Pucker end. Karen will get the puck now. Gets out from Musser. Now back out to Dominici. Has a lot of time to work with Strybos on top. Dominici will knock this one back in the Wacked Pucker end. This one comes around to Becker. Deflected off of McCants. This one comes back around to Becker once more. Over to Brewster. Looking for the setup. This one now around over to Lola. Trying to get this one cleared out, but stopped by Dominici. Trying to get this cleared out. The Wacked Puckers doing. Here comes Musser. And all those Moonshiners defenders, this may come back to haunt them. Musser looking to finish out the Karen. No shot there. Shot taken. It's incomplete on the second rebound opportunity. Karen will now move everything towards the Moonshiner end as the Wacked Puckers are looking to try to dominate here. Looking for the setbacks back the other way from Karen. Now intercepted by Dominici. Looking for Curtin. Just out of his reach, back over to Cilia. Back to Dominici. Shoots it right into Musser. Third opportunity. And Dominici will redeem himself, gets the pass out to McCants, will get this one dumped back into the Wacked Pucker end, and the Moonshiners got to change their lineup quickly. This one comes back around over to Cameron, now off to Curtin. And Strybos will get this piece of the puck, and he will keep this puck moving into the Moonshiner zone, now stopped by Moonshiner players. This one now back around to Strybos once more. They're going to set up Sharina back over to Rothfuss. Rothfuss fires the shot. This one taken away, this one now out to Finley. Puck out to Curtin. And suddenly the Moonshiners are struggling to move the puck, and they're trying to get the offensive momentum, but unfortunately for them, the Wacked Puckers have definitely started something out. Faceoff will take place deep in the Moonshiner zone with 9:57 to go in the game. 5-1 Moonshiner lead. But again, Moonshiner fans are living on a hope and a prayer at this point, looking to try to hold out the Wacked Puckers. Sharina. Shot fired. Diamond trying to keep this one alive for the Wacked Puckers. This one will come out to Matthews. This one comes around over to Liebler, 9:33 to go, and Davidson will shove Liebler into the boards, and the referees are not calling a boarding. I'm kind of surprised at this point. You should be having your head on a swivel. Becker trying to keep this one alive. Looking to set up here to Rothfuss, can't get the shot off. Liebler shot with the puck, and now it's over to Rothfuss. Setting up to Matthews for the one-timer shot deflected off of Liebler. That shot could have gone at least 100 miles an hour. Becker, opportunity here looking for the setup. Backhands this one, now it's out to Liebler, looking to try to get this one cleared out. Takes a shot. Matthews trying to hold on to it. Now it's Jim Becker versus Davidson for the puck. Back out to Jim Becker. Skates around looking for the opening shot. Deflected off of Davidson. Back over to Matthews. Dominici coming in to set up. Back over to Matthews again. Finds an open Smallhoffer. Smallhoffer's pass back out to Miller. Working off of Jim Thomas. Reaching, trying to get to it, but fails. And now back over to Dave Miller. Working off of Spartacino, taking a shot. Almost a nice deflection opportunity for Smallhoffer to get this one in. Shot fired, this one goes across the other way. Spartacino trying to get this one cleared out. Shot taken the other way, this one comes back around to Smallhoffer. Dominici trying to get this one cleared out, but it will be stopped by Lola. And we'll keep the play alive for the Wacked Puckers. Lola now getting his pass off to Longenecker. Gets it around Demeza, now back over to Miller. Miller trying to scoot his pass up, and referee will halt play. I'm not exactly sure if that was an offsides call, if you will, but face-off will now take place by the Moonshiner blue line, and Longenecker will take the face-off against Curtin. Puck firing back sharply over to Tim Cameron, looking for the setup, and Longenecker gets in the way. Smallhoffer looking to set this one back up the other way. Chewy kicks it out now over to Dave Miller, firing the shot. This one gets knocked away. Dangerous stop there by Chewy, kicking it almost right to the Wacked Pucker for the opportunity. Liebler's shot fired, Landis kicks it out. Curtin trying to handle the puck, but he slips and falls as Longenecker trying to make the shot out. Brewster trying to finish, and unfortunately for his likes, Dave Lola was there to strip the puck loose, and that allowed Larry Landis an opportunity to make the save. .720 remaining in the game right now. Currently, Moonshiners appearing to be on their way to picking up 3 points in the tournament, but again, the shot on goal opportunity for the Wacked Puckers has insurmountably increased. Yet the Wacked Puckers still can't find an opportunity to get the puck in the net. From Becker. Gets it out to Cilia. Stopped by Karen. Trying to get a hold on the puck, and Pontello will take this one himself. Will fire the shot, deflected right into Matthews. Has to be a little bit better with the puck control. Now it's out to Cilia looking for Musser. Keith Musser finds his man in Marshall Matthews. And Liebler will get this one knocked out. Now back over to Cilia. Puck to Becker. Off the boards, working off of Angelo Pontello with Carl Cilia. Puck slides around the other way, just off of Musser's reach. Puck out to Demeza. Looking for the firing shot, finds Jim Thomas, couldn't control it though. That's back over to Cilia. Keith Musser looks for a wide open Bill Strybos. Where was the defense? Again, fired shot, and Chewy saves the bacon on this defense. What the heck is going on with the Moonshiners defenders at this point? They're looking like they're not even in the game. We're trying to figure out what's going on with them, and there's not a lot of defenses. They're basically in their own mindset. Spartacino gets it out to DeMeza, back over to Musser firing the shot, deflected by Chewy once more. This one now back over to Jim Becker looking for the one-timer to Lula, but Karen will take the shot himself. Chewy knocks it away. They continue to fire the shot, and this one's in. And once more, the Moonshiners, for the second time this game, laxed up on their defense, and they gave the Moonshiners an opportunity for some hope with 5:39 to go. But that has been the Moonshiners' problem all tournament so far. Their defense has just not been in it. There has not been a 100% effort. Right now, they are giving the Wacked Puckers an opportunity to come back, and their goal differential is starting to suffer for it. And now the Moonshiners will finally take a timeout, but honestly, what the heck was going on with the Moonshiners so far this third period? Wacked Puckers coming in, and they have a goal already in this third period. It's got to be thinking about some strategy here. For the Moonshiners, they need to start putting up some more points if they're going to be looking at a better opportunity of getting to the semis. With that, we'll take a quick break here. 5-2 Moonshiner lead on the Pontello Broadcasting Network.
He is Angelo Pontello of the Over 50 Hockey League. He is the Over 50 elite hockey player. He is the most interesting hockey player in the world.
I don't always break my clavicle playing hockey, but when I do, I use rock tape. Play healthy, my friends.
Gary Davidson for the Wacked Puckers taking on Frank Curtin for the Moonshiners. And we'll see if the Moonshiners can actually finish this one out. Here comes Davidson again looking for the push. Davidson still trying to keep the puck alive. And still coming around to Liebler. Out to Brewster. And David Lola comes in the way, and here comes another opportunity. They will fire the shot. And here comes Curtin. Looking for McCants, deflected off of Jim Becker. Here comes Scott McCants, open opportunity on the right side. Will fire the shot, bounces through. And this one comes around to Jim Becker. Sent up to Curtin, big opportunity here. Looking to set up over to McCants. Looking to fire on the backside, another shot taken. Davidson once again shoving his man into the boards. I don't understand why the referees are not even having a look at what is going on. And are you kidding me? They're going to give a penalty to Frank Curtin? We'll see. 4:49 to go. You got to be kidding me. No, they're going to call it on both guys. But initially, with Bill Davidson shoving his player to the board, it looked like Frank Curtin had enough and he was going to fight back. But at that point, the referees got everything under control. But you got to see something with that. Pontello fires the shot. This one's going to come back around to Becker. Becker slips and falls. This one out to Cilia. This one out to Spartacino looking for Jim Becker, and it's going to be Tim Cameron that gets to the puck. This one's going to slide all the way out. No icing call. Dave Miller trying to get to the puck, but Spartacino knocks this one out. And this one comes around to Longenecker looking for Dave Miller. This one out to Tim Cameron, and Dave Miller trying to control the puck. This one comes back, bouncing back the other way. Cilia fires the shot. This one goes high. This one around to Dave Miller, and the Wacked Puckers looking for a last-minute opportunity. Pontello and Longenecker holding up on the boards. And Spartacino, and what is going on? Cross-checking on John Spartacino. I cannot believe this with 3:54 to go. I may be up here in the broadcast booth, but I know that I don't see a lot of everything. But why, John Spartacino, would you do such a thing, especially with the 3-goal lead? And that is not going to help the Moonshiners' opportunity at all. And this will actually give the Wacked Puckers more momentum to try to get back in this game late. So, what I consider an unnecessary cross-checking penalty. Now just put the Wacked Puckers in an opportunity to really get back in this one. So now it is up to the Moonshiners defense to hold up strong. Shot taken just to the right of the crossbar. Almost an opportunity for Schmalhofer to get a third goal for the Wacked Puckers. And this one will be cleared out, and this will shave some time off the power play penalty. Longenecker working around Ricci. Puck back over to Liebler. Deflected off of Jim Becker. Jim Thomas trying to get to it first. And Thomas will get this one cleared out. This one across the net over to Cilia. Bounces off the boards. Now finds Dave Miller. Miller looking for an opportunity. This one comes back around once more to Schmalhofer. Struggling to control the puck. Jim Thomas almost had him beat. This one backfires over to Cilia. Carl Cilia with the shot just left of the keeper. The shot coming back around the other way. This one now over to Cilia. Cilia off the boards. This one comes out to Liebler. Finds Sharina. Trying to get this one out over to Demeza, but Karen comes in the way instead, and he's got the puck. 2:47 remains. This one now out to Jim Becker, but instead taken away, and this shot goes fired high. Face-off will take place by the Moonshiner blue line. 50 seconds remaining on Spartacino's unnecessary penalty. But so far, you got to tip your hat off to both of these teams, especially the Wacked Puckers, who have come back in the third period, firing on all cylinders. They capitalize on 2 of their opportunities. That's what you see on the scoreboard. But the question is, can the Moonshiners hold them off? Curtin and Becker working off against each other. So now over to Jim Becker. Has some room to work with. Into the Moonshiner zone. Working off for Liebler. Looking around the other way, looking for the shot out. McCants gets this one cleared out. And Scott McCants at the last second gets the puck cleared out. 20 seconds now remain on Spartacino's power play. And the puck will slide all the way out to Strybos. From Strybos looking for Curran. Karen looking to set back up the other way. Bouncing shot. Puck still flying around. This one now out to Jim Thomas. They're able to get this one cleared out. Matthews stops it. Looking to set up to Karen. And we are now at a full strength. Shot fired by Strybos. Now Musser looking to capitalize. 1:46 remaining. And the Moonshiners looking to try to hold on to the puck. Puck by the net, sliding around. And it is saved by Chewy. 1:41 remains. And now might this be an opportunity for the Moonshiners as they change their lineup to just think, get the puck dumped out. Otherwise, these Wacked Puckers may continue to have the opportunities that they're having right now to score and cut the deficit. And Dominici's calling for a substitution. Looks like John Spartacino will check in his place. Pontello and Davidson. This one gets out to Jim Becker. Only one defender back, and that's Tim Cameron. Becker trying to get through 2 players. Has an opportunity. Fires the shot. Deflected off Alandis. This one slides back. Davidson now back over to Sharina. This one off the boards. Now back over to Rothfuss. And Lola gets stripped loose of the puck by Pontello, but Rothfuss will pick up on the puck. Now back over to Lola. Will fire the shot. Deflected by Spartacino. Now it's over to Spartacino trying to fire the puck out. And Spartacino once again getting a little too agitated as Dave Lola threw the first shot by accident. And that set off another change of events by Spartacino. And are you kidding me? Spartacino's in the box for the second time. This has gone on long enough. No, and it looks like they will put Lola in the box as well. I can't believe this. And Spartacino, once again, you have the lead 5-2 as the Moonshiners. You should not be looking to try to retaliate at this point. The Wacked Puckers are doing everything they can possible to get back in this game when you know the Moonshiners have a comfortable lead. So why are you even trying to throw a punch back? What is the purpose of that? trying to figure out what's going on. And for whatever reason, they give Spartacino the penalty again. I don't believe this. And from what it looks like, from what we're telling from the other viewers, they say it's a high sticking call. Apparently that happened. That forced Spartacino to get back in the box again. That really does not help the Moonshiners try to close this game out, as it's now over the Rothfuss, trying to set up again over to Cilia. This one slides around. Now back over to Sharina, looking across to Tim Cameron. This one comes back around over the Rothfuss. Now back over to Davidson, firing the shot. This one deflected around the other way. And there's a cross-checking penalty, and that's going to do it for the Wacked Puckers with 28.5 seconds. That was the wrong move for the Wacked Puckers to try to get back in this one, and Carl Cilia just cost his team an opportunity to get back in this one. From a Wacked Puckers perspective now, you have the opportunity, but now you have the question, why did Carl Cilia make a move like that? It doesn't make any sense when you're the team behind. And this will go down as probably the final 30 seconds of this game that has just been unbelievable. And from the looks of it, Carl Cilia just said, here you go, Moonshiners, here's the win. So now this game will finish out with a 4-on-4 opportunity. Jim Becker looking to set up to his man. Big time opportunity for Marshall Matthews. Deflected around the other way, Mike Ricci with the puck. Matthews back, and he will get this one dumped out. 5 seconds remain to go. Jim Becker holds on to the puck, and that is how the game is going to end. Final score, your Moonshiners 5, Wacked Puckers 2, and the Moonshiners live to fight another day in the tournament. And as for the Wacked Puckers, this loss definitely does not help their case in terms of trying to be guaranteed a semifinal spot. Overall, the Moonshiners, the key thing that helped them win this game was a very strong first period start. They came firing out of the gate. And even to the point where they had the 5-0 lead over these Wacked Puckers, and for the Puckers to come back and score 2 goals, they had an opportunity to get back in the game, but it just wasn't enough as the Moonshiners eventually held up on defense. But either way, not exactly the kind of game that the Moonshiners had hoped. They were looking to try to score more goals, but then the Wacked Puckers plateaued off and they held their own. And now we see the standings flip a little bit. But what a game this has been, led by the Moonshiners with Scott McCants and Angelo Pontello. Especially Angelo Pontello leading or making the plays happen, setting it up to Tom Finley. Tom Finley backfiring across the other way. And then, of course, Frank Curtin, with a multiple goal game he's had today, has most definitely helped out the Moonshiners succeed in a do-or-die game scenario. But a big game here for the Moonshiners. Again, they stay alive. Wacked Puckers will lose an opportunity to pick up 3 points. As far as we're concerned, the Wacked Puckers and Moonshiners are tied in terms of the points. But for the Wacked Puckers, being down by 3 goals, the Tampa Bay Moonshiners technically have the tiebreaker currently if the bracket was to end now, thanks to the 3-goal differential they had in this game. This is exactly what the Moonshiners needed, and they currently have the lead over the Wacked Puckers in terms of the standings. But then we have yet to determine how things will head into Saturday's game finale or pool bracket play finale, when you have the Shamrocks result and the Ice Holes and the Pembroke Pines, and their games have yet to be determined. But we'll have more information that to you on Saturday. This has been another production of the Pontello Broadcasting Network, and of course we'd like to invite you all back to the Brandon Ice Sports Forum for the Pool B final game 3 against the Chicago Shamrocks. And of course with the Shamrocks, they currently, of course with their first game, they won in overtime, and they have yet to determine how they will play in the second game. So we'll see how things play out for for their team over there. But as for the Saturday game, the Moonshiners have now another critical game they will have to win in regulation in order to even be considered a top 4 team to head into the semifinal matchup. But again, all the action will be taking place at the Brandon and Ice Sports Forum tomorrow, Saturday at 12:30. We hope for a big crowd there to support your Moonshiners. But for now, at the Ellington Ice Sports Complex, this is Angelo Pontello saying so long, good night, and we hope everyone has a blessed evening. Take care, everyone. Here we are, folks, with Moonshiner center Frank Curtin. Frank, you had a wonderful game today. You scored multiple goals. Just tell us your first thoughts about this big victory.
Well, it was a good start. We got off to a quick start this time, which unlike we did yesterday, so getting off to a good start was helpful for us. So got a lot of guys moving the puck up the ice real quickly. Defense was moving the puck around real well, and then we got down in the zone. We took advantage of a few opportunities. Worked out really well to jump out with an early lead.
And with the early lead too, like the other thing we were wondering about in the broadcast for third period, it seemed like after the break in between with the Zamboni, if you will, things have started to a little bit lax up, especially on the defensive effort. Like there wasn't as much aggressiveness factor. And then when the timeout was called, what exactly was being said in the huddle at that time?
Well, we had a couple of guys get injured, and so guys were playing a little bit limped, and so we had the lines start to get mixed up. So if you notice, we had different guys working out there, so the chemistry started to change a little bit. And then on the defensive side, the guys were getting a little bit tired, and another team started stepping it up. So we weren't coming back as strong, getting the support they needed. Until we started to step up, we needed to close it out. Chewy got sick, so that didn't help, either. He's having a tough time with, his just mental health, and to that, Boston's cookies a little bit. That's just really tough for a goalie to do that, So deep, they held up when they needed to. We weren't getting the clearing out that we needed to because our forwards weren't coming back strong enough, and we weren't keeping the center high, and that breakdown there was leading to them pressuring us for pretty much most of the third period.
All right, and now with this big win, especially after the Wacked Puckers, and then just finding out recently that the Shamrocks won in overtime, what does the next game against the Shamrocks on Saturday mean for the Moonshiners?
It's win or go home. That's really what it boils down to. We can't even tie it. We got to win, and if we want to continue in this tournament, we've got to win the game outright. And then I think we might even need a little help from someone else because even though we come out with 2 wins, there's a lot of teams in this tournament. So a couple of teams are playing really well, and if they win out, it's going to be tough for us. So it's an uphill battle. We need to just do our job, and the forwards need to do their job, skate hard, keep the puck moving forward. We need to get good shots on the net, crash the net, and get the rebounds in there. And D just needs to hold strong.
All right, with that, and that was Moonshiner forward Frank Curtin. Frank, again, congrats on the win. Hope you guys celebrate it well.
Thanks, appreciate it.